Hey, did you know that you could help support our future projects and let everyone know you're a fan of what we do? Check out our print-on-demand store. We have a tab here on YouTube. When you click on it, you can choose from a bunch of different items we have, shirts and posters and coffee mugs. Click on the one you like. When you find the design you want to put on it, choose a color and a size if it's appropriate. And when you purchase these items, a portion goes to help fund our future projects. We really do appreciate your support. You get some cool stuff. When you get that stuff, post pictures here and on other platforms, and we'll hook you up next time you order from our Gear website store. Thank you for your support of gunwebsites.com.
All right, welcome everybody. Sorry I was late. I was screwing around here and totally forgot about the start time here. So we're going live for the third time, I think, technically, for our 2022/2023 patch grab or patch giveaway extravaganza, whatever we call it. So as you can see in the thumbnail, we've got a couple of different things we're trying to do. We've got a whole bunch of free patches, and we're hoping to get more this year for the mix. So we're trying to say thanks to the people that have purchased stuff from our Gear website store, and period, like at all, not just this year, but in general. So anybody with 1 to 5 orders is getting a random patch pick from the picture, and I'm going to be having to edit that picture here as we speak. And then people between 5 and 10 will be getting to just plain pick a patch. And then anybody with over 10 orders who orders, I guess you could just say today, but over the last few days, Ben has both a pick off the assortment there, and a random one, so kind of 2 picks. And that's just the way we've been saying thanks. We're encouraging a bunch of orders here at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, and a bunch of people have taken us up on that. I think there was 14 orders or something. So we've been going live for the last couple of days at different times. The first time we went live at midnight, and then the second, I don't remember what time, sometime in the afternoon. And today we're going live maybe about the same time, a little bit earlier. About the same time, I guess. But anyway, give people a chance over the holiday weekend and the end of the year there to jump in and chat about patches, chat about the projects that we do with the patch income, and then let people pick their free patches. So Smeggy's jumping in. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for jumping in. So that reminds me to say that, I do post links. I guess I say, because a bunch of people who are Patreons or channel members may have seen an alert that there's a link out there, or if not, then FYI, I post stuff on Patreon all the time, especially links to stuff like this. So if you want to jump in and chat about patches, chat about the projects, chat about whatever while we're letting people pick their patches, then feel free to do so. Thanks for jumping in, and that'll give me a chance to kind of talk and click here, because I have to pull a picture off of my camera, my phone, and put it up on the screen here so everybody can pick today's assortment. So essentially, I went through on Friday last week and went live and sorted out from the piles of Free Patch Friday piles 60 patches, and we made them 10 rows of 6. You know what I don't have? I don't think I have an Aegis patch still. But Aegis is out there. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever. I don't think it's evening for anybody yet, is it? It could be. Anyhow, we went live on Friday and sorted out 60 patches, 6 rows of 10 or 10 columns of 6 or whatever that would be, and laid them out on a cardboard kind of thing I have here, and then put that picture up on Instagram so people could take a look at it a little bit larger than what we can see on the screen here, and then started saying thanks to the people that purchased stuff at the store. So people who had been grabbing stuff from our Gear website store, some of our new things like the new patches that we've got, some of the printed stuff, and other things, the decks of cards, and Woods even grabbed one of our illustrations. We do services like consulting and illustration work if you want somebody to draw something in the style that I can do it in, but have something that's actually made unique for your channel that you don't have to worry about either wondering who's making it on the other side or not having any insight into it. You can grab one of our illustration packages in there, and then if you want, we'll go live and do the drawing live, so you can have input into how it looks, and then we send you the final products, and people use those all over the place. We're going to be doing a logo here soon, as soon as Ghost and I get together on when to do it for, I think he'll be able to, yeah. So stay tuned for that in a future day. But anyway, if you want to grab something from the store, then you're getting a free patch because it's the weekend and it's the end of the year. And then anybody who has not yet grabbed a free patch, let me know. There's at least a couple of people who have grabbed stuff from the store and who have not yet picked their free patches. And no fear, if you grab something from the store and you haven't been around for one of these live things, what we'll do is just kind of randomly pick some stuff from the selection there. I tried to, since we have a lot of different Free Patch Friday pickings, I tried to grab something that's like goes along with whatever you ordered. So if you ordered something with like a vehicle or cowboy type of theme, then I try to grab a free patch that has something to do with that. That being said, thanks Maggie for jumping in and start saying hi to people that are out there. I'm really bad at trying to click and type and talk and stuff at the same time. So I've been trying to click on some windows here and I'm not doing a good job. So I'll just say hey to everybody. George is out there. Gunpowder Beauty, good afternoon. Richard is out here before we even started. I think everybody here is before we started. G23 said he shared it in the community tab. Thanks for that. I think that means over on YouTube. So I'll usually take the link to the YouTube video and then go to my community tab when I can, or when I feel like posting something to let people know about a live show, and then say, hey, something's going on live, and then paste, and then that just turns into a link. So it's helpful. That's how the mechanism works, and it gets people to be aware of it, but really it lets the mechanism know that this show is appreciated by more than one channel, so that helps in the big picture. Hopefully it helps your channel as well. Let's see, Justin's out there. Good afternoon. Smeggy jumped in. Snob is out there. And we just said hey to Aegis. Krabby is out there. Happy 2023 to everybody. Let's go get to Second Amendment work. It'll be interesting. I'm not going to talk about too much on that one on this show unless people really want to, but more about the patches, the other projects we'll be working on and stuff. Let's see, Baron is out there. Did Baron get all his patches in? Did everybody, just a general question to everybody, if anybody's got patches, if you got something coming to you, let me know, and we'll make sure you get what's coming to you. Let's see, Richard is saying 22, so 10 in the evening over there. So thanks for tuning in. I guess when I do it at this time of night or day for us, then it is possible to reach people overseas. I don't really put that into the equation too often because I usually do my stuff in the middle of the night. I guess, let's see, morning would be like afternoon over there. So there's She-Fire. She-Fire's definitely has something coming to her. So let me go grab that photo so I quit talking about it and let She-Fire's pick a free patch. Now, if you want to use one of the pictures from the prior things on Instagram, feel free. There's just a few minor changes, but I am going to go grab a current picture of the set, so to speak. So with that being said, are you up to, are we flush with Smeggy's pickings?
I think so. I picked a couple the other day. So if that's all I had coming to me, then I think I'm good.
Well, whatever people want.
I picked one and then you rolled for one. So I think that.
Okay, so that would have been like you're a 10 pluser. So everybody who will purchase is automatically getting some free patches. So you'll notice that some of the stuff that we have that's new that we can't sell isn't even on the board really, because everybody's already getting that. If you got the AK, you're getting the other one. And if you got one of the daily gun shows or something else, then you're probably getting the media one. So you're automatically getting a free patch because it's the weekend and it's the holiday and we got these new patches, right? But then any orders over 25 bucks, we try to throw stuff in there. So you're getting stuff there. But then in addition to all of that was the pickings, the free patch pickings that we're doing here live. So hopefully everybody's going to be happy with their packages. I didn't send them today because I'm pretty sure the mail isn't working today. So I'll get most everything's ready to go. The last couple that came in have to be stocked up. And then if anything comes in today, of course, you're still welcome to purchase stuff at the store. We have a sale for our Patreons and our channel members. It's the same code all weekend. And that's available over at Patreon or at the, I guess, the community tab. If you're a channel member, you can see extra stuff on the community tab than a standard visitor to the channel. And that's really
Oh, is that how that works? I was always wondering about YouTube members. I'm not a member on anyone's channel. I'm through Patreon still.
basically when you go to post the community tab, it'll say, do you want this to go to everybody in the world or just to like this level of member or all your members, or like, I don't know, there's a couple of different levels there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, kind of like how Patreon does. And you can do that on Patreon.
Yeah, exactly like Patreon, yeah. Because they're trying to, work off of that concept.
Yeah, they stole like Twitch subscriptions and Patreon combined. Is how they did that.
Well, I think Twitch came after Patreon, though. Didn't they? Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm assuming. Well, let's see. I guess technically these are January. Yikes. So I don't know about anybody else, but one of the things I'll do is, I'm not screen sharing right now, but one of the things I'll do is have folders. So when I take pictures or take video or create something or whatever, right, there's folders to put that stuff in so that I can find it again and so that it's not just laying around all over the place on my computer. So I just went in and decided to take these photographs off my camera today and put them in a folder, and everything's rolling over to 2023. So what I do is, towards sometime at the beginning of the year like this, I'll set up all my folders for the next year, probably up till February, just in case. And then, like, in case something gets real busy or whatever. And then that way you're doing something, you don't really pay attention, and it's the end of the month sometime during the year, and you don't have to stop and make new folders and update everything. Just take like a half an hour and kind of update a bunch of that stuff at the beginning of the year. I don't know if anybody else does that kind of thing.
I would do that for work because there's like a certain like file like hierarchy that I'd want, like whatever the like project number, and then the differences, like email correspondence, like you have a bunch of different folders inside for each thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do that, but I don't necessarily. And then for dates or whatever, I just put it by month, and then at the end of the year, I put everything like into 2022. Because I hate doing dates where you put the year first and then the month. But that's the only way to make like the auto score actually have the oldest on top or whatever.
Yeah, and that's sort of the finesse or whatever, the individual's preference or experience or whatever. And that's one of those things too where, I don't know, whatever, I don't even kind of really know. What am I doing? Where'd it go? I thought I had it open right now. Oh no, I'm looking at my phone. No wonder I can't find it. No, I guess I did. No, here it is. I do 2023-01 space January. So then that way 2023 ever gets put somewhere, it's different than 2022. But then I do 01, 02, 03, right, all the way up to 12, so that otherwise they're going to default to alphabetical sometimes. So I keep them in that number of the month first, then the date, and then in that folder is where a bunch of other stuff is. But it's that way I have a folder for each month. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, so no, that's the same way. Definitely do the 01, because otherwise it goes January, October, November, December, February, and it's like it's annoying.
And I've done that times, and then I go back and look, and you're like, oh, I lost a month. Oh, and it sounds stupid, so I have to change it anyway. All right, so now I'm in here, and what am I trying to do? I think I'm just going to. That's what I had to do. I'm going to screen share here. And I didn't put these on Instagram either because of poor planning today. But here is the newest picture. And we'll kind of go through it. Well, we'll show the picture here. I don't have it on the Instagrams, but I think I guess I want to put the comments in here too. So I'll put it about like that big. And that's essentially what we got going on over there. Now, I don't think I took the picture in a way that the coins are visible, but I didn't. I'm looking around and I don't see any of them. So there's coins under some of the patches for an additional bonus deal. And yesterday it was a gizzard dinner. And today it'll be one of our leather, I guess it'll be a choice. Let's say the first one will be a choice of I'll grab a couple of different knives. What? Yeah, knives, because it's Monday and, or no, it's Sunday. What am I saying? It's Sunday, and a bunch of people are going to be grabbing stuff kind of last and not necessarily getting first dibs on patches, right? If you saw some of those first pictures and some of you already grabbed a patch you wanted, I think that already happened with one of the South Park ones or something. So if that's the case, then you'll have a better bonus this time. So underneath some of these patches, not all of them and not one or two, there's like 3 or 4 of these coins out there. Underneath a bunch of them are these coins, and if we uncover one, you'll get a pick of a couple of different kind of knives that I've been waiting to put on eBay or something. So I was hoping to get the calendars back up, started to get printing, and I haven't. And I started to do some stuff and got sidetracked. And depending on how long, I'm going to just try to keep this an hour today so it doesn't go epic long, because we can have another show later on today. I'll attempt to get some calendars printed today. But if I don't get them printed today, they'll be getting printed up on Monday. For some reason, I was thinking today is Monday. So I don't know why I was doing that. Probably because yesterday was a holiday on Saturday. Mail won't be working until Tuesday. That's what I was thinking. Monday doesn't have any mail, right? Yeah, the garbage is going to be all mixed up and stuff.
Yeah, because today's a holiday, but because it's already a regular weekend, they give a day off during the week.
Okay, so let me grab my package of packages over here. And this is one side. Okay, that started. So over here somewhere is going to be sheet fires. I think that Joe might still get a pick. I can't remember if Ron got his picks, but there's She Fires. So She Fires has a couple. So basically I'm going to roll the dice over here, which I can't remember where I put it. And I don't have the camera going, so I got to go around. I'll just leave the camera pointed. Oops, that was not what I was trying to do. I was trying to keep this on, in fact. But instead, click this button. There we go. So here's the dice. We'll get the 6-sided dice in here. So the way this works is we're looking at the screen over here, and there are 6 rows. And I guess I forgot to put in a number up here. So I need to click someplace. Okay, so now I can put in a number. 1. Make that easier to see. Okay, so we got this number 1 over here. So this is the first row. And then this, put in a 6 down here. This, I guess this is the 6th row. If that works out right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll make this one darker so that it's easier to see. And then that makes this guy in the middle with Clover's patch number 3. Okay, so no, it doesn't. It makes this one number 3. I did the same thing yesterday. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now to make that less confusing. Hopefully, I'm going to also put some lines in here as bold, as bright as I can. So this is the first row. This would be the second row. This would then be the third row, which makes that the fourth row. And then this line makes the fifth and sixth row. And then if this works, go like this. And this is the 10 columns, and then there's 6 rows. So I'm gonna, for the people that get a random, you're also picking, you're just getting a lesser, kind of a random, lesser, a filtered set of the patches. So I don't know if that comes up good in the video or not. It doesn't really look like it does, but this is, I haven't rolled yet. But when I roll, it'll be for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll get to pick one of the 10 to the right of that. And thanks again for supporting our projects by purchasing something at the store. It's number 2. So that takes us over to the patches, and one of the things we get to do here is talk about all these different patches. So as you get to choose which one here, we've got the from Original SWAT, a foot boot company. They had a series of 4 this year. This is the tapped bat. It's supposed to be like a piece of sprent brass that like looks like it's been form fired or something. This is Tony Simon's 2A4E, a little tiny one from the 2019 patch batch project that we did. This is a tab from the Green Beret Foundation. It's really nice woven patch from that organization. This one is, I think it's supposed to be like a button, but it says Civil Matter. I don't know if that's an inside joke. I don't know what that's from. If that references some movie or something, I don't know. The Tabletop Gaming is one from Alan Anker, really detailed PVC patch. This one is some kind of a garden gnome. I don't think it says MDT on it, and that's probably their rifle. We got a Clover orange border. We got a Hold My Guns organization. One other one from Clover, the FUD, like shield. And then that last one is a gun shop. Well, it used to be a gun shop here in Arizona, but now it's AZ Firearms Auctions, the auctions place that I do my auctions at up in Phoenix. This is She Fire's pick. We just rolled for She Fires. She grabbed something, I think, on Friday, and just hasn't been present for one of the live ones. So out of that row, I think that one has changed a bit, actually, because people have been, they would think there used to be a Haterade in there. That one got picked already, and I forget, there was something on the right that got picked out of there. Maybe, Clover's glow-in-the-dark patch got picked out of there already. So if anybody else has any patches coming to them, let me know. Let's see.
I have to say, I really like that one in the third column.
Which one? Are you still here?
Yeah, sorry, internet's bad. Row 3, number 1 says America, but that's the Metallica logo.
Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, man, who made that? I got that one a long time ago, like 15 maybe, 16. And I'm trying to remember. You know who made it? Wait. They made another one. They made one that said America, and it had like hot dogs and stuff on it. And I don't think I have one anymore. It was super popular for like a minute back in like 14, 15, somewhere in there. And I think this was that same company. And I think they made them in like black, red, and some other color. I don't think it was blue. But anyway, I grabbed a couple of them, and I had one on, I think I might have one in the van. I had them around, but they just, I don't know if She Fires is still here or not, but it's her pick. They just disappear on a patch panel. They're so little, and because they're not, like a little Ranger eye, you can still see it. It fills a hole, and you can see it. But this just kind of smears because it's so little in the big patch panels. So it would probably be good on like a jacket or like on some kind of a clothing. Maybe on a hat or something. Maybe on the back of a hat, like on that little tab sometimes.
Yeah, I just love it because at first glance, a Metallica thing. But then when you actually look at it, like, oh, it's something different. That's kind of funny.
I'm going to go refresh the store over here. So let's see. Everybody who would potentially be still picking would be Pink. I don't think we see Pink out there. Russ, where I got when I stole the white dog off of. Barbecue has another one, has something else coming to him because he posted. Leslie, can't remember. Joe, I don't think has showed up. Ron, you're saying though Wesley did pick? Where'd that go? Oh, Ron Wayne got this. Okay. And then DJ, you. So I think we're just waiting, just a couple. So kind of just figured to go live here and chat. So if they keep throwing the link out there, it is okay, right on. Okay, so we'll go back and take a look at the ones. So we rolled a number 2 for you, She Fires. So that makes it the second row down. We got this Tap That from Original SWAT. Then this little tiny 2A4E, the first version of the 2A4E where I screwed up and didn't, look, I made it smaller than Ghost Patch. It was like, I don't know what happened. I made it almost a Ranger eye. And then the Green Gray Foundation. This one, that's a big round thing. It's super curvy. Like it's supposed to be a button, I think, because it's so thick. It's like a big 3-dimensional patch. That one says Civil Matter. It's pretty big. And then this one says Drunken Tabletop Gaming. It's a super detailed patch. This little gnome holding a rifle, wearing gym shoes while wearing Chuck Taylors, right? Then Clover, the orange version. Hold My Guns, the organization. Got a FUD, the Clover FUD patches, and then this Arizona Firearms, when they were still the Arizona Firearms gun shop before they became Arizona Firearms Auctions. I don't know if they'll do another patch with that just says auctions or not. Probably not. You don't have to pick a patch, but it's your opportunity to pick a patch if you want some extra free patches. So again, I was saying thanks for the order. I think it was on Friday. So this was in addition to whatever you purchased will come with free patches because you were purchasing stuff over the weekend, and it's our free patch weekend. Then this is an additional free patch. You're grabbing the Clover Sack patch. Let me go grab that from the board over here. Oh my! Puppy thought I was leaving. Puppy thought I was leaving or something, so he tore out of his place and ran after me. I thought for certain that was going to have a Clover Tech or one of his coins under it, but it was, I think, the green one that had. No, did the green one have one? I don't remember. But this one did not. I guess that would have been too obvious. Unless there's another. Oh, maybe I should shut up. So, thanks again. Like I say, there's extra stuff in here already, but then now Clover's orange patch went in. I should mention that's a good opportunity. Oh, I should probably put something in place of Clover's patch. I don't know if anybody else even has patches coming. I'll put something in there if somebody gets a number 2 again. How about that? It's a good opportunity, though, to talk about Clover's and Ghosts project they've got going on with. Are there patches involved? Let's go find out. Clover and Ghost are doing a way to. Well, it's a sticker, but I mean, are part of the prize pack patches. Is what I'm saying. So if you type in Clover Ghost SHOT Show 2023, instead of seeing a ghost of a clover, which is what you expect to see when you type in Clover Ghost, what you end up with is this whole situation where they got these stickers, and they made them and they signed them, so they got their signatures on there. You buy one for $10, and that helps them get to SHOT Show. Then, whenever they sell all of them, I guess, they've got a $1,600 prize pack over here, and that's what I was kind of curious to see. Well, it's the Aegis Deluxe gun cleaning kit, and I'm wondering if the Deluxe gun cleaning kit does not, in fact, come with an Aegis patch, and it does. So I guess there is at least one patch in that. When you get the Aegis gun cleaning kit, there's a patch on it. But I was wondering if there was just another, like if they threw a set of their patches in or something, because both of them have various patches. We were talking yesterday about how many patches Clover actually has. So what we'll do is whenever I've got the CERT pistol that I won randomly from Meet the Pressers and Riding Shotgun with Charlie, the CERT place helped sponsor their project by giving away these CERT pistols, and they're worth like $300 something. So that's their runner-up prize. And whenever I send that out, since I have it here, I'll throw some of our patches in there. So there will be patches to the runner-up and to the winner of their extravaganza or whatever they're calling it.
Now I hope I win second place and not first place.
Well, you already got the patches though. That you got a double set, I guess. But I guess you're allowed to get a double set. It's nice having doubles. So you can put them in your car and then you can trade them, and then you just got them to lord over people. Oh, you like this one? I got 2 of them. That's always fun.
Yeah, I have a whole patch book of doubles that are up for trade.
Well, we are sitting here, so we could be doing some trading if people want to do some trading. I do have. I don't have. Well, I guess I do have the thing on, but I have this. You can hardly see it. I have this box of stuff, but I can't imagine anybody's going to want to trade too much. They purchase stuff, and then I guess they got some free stuff. Potentially, could trade some of the free ones. You'd have to remember what you got, because I certainly don't remember what. That's one of the reasons I did it this way this time. I think it worked out pretty good. So first off, thanks again to the 14-something people that purchased stuff from the store this weekend. Really helped out a lot. It literally kept the lights on for some of the things that we do that have bills this time of year. So thank you again very much for that. And it also gives us a chance to get some of those patches out that are new that we can't sell, that we won't sell, right? Like this one. Those are just going out. So thanks for that. And then, like I said, we have an opportunity to just have some fun and talk patches. So if, like I said, I can't keep track of all the ones that went out. I guess I was saying that I have this box of packages open here so that, none of them are packaged up. I guess if people did want to do some haggling or whatever, that could or is possible. Well, that's weird. I'm looking at the screen here, and I'm going to see if I can show you what I'm looking at. There's no way you can see this. I'm looking at the screen, though, and on my window above here, it looks like there's this California will not comply patch laying on my laptop. The way that the thing is sitting here, it looks like this patch is sitting on my laptop. So I'm looking at the screen and going, where's that patch? Like, what, did a patch fall onto here or something? And then it took me a minute to figure out. It's playing an optical illusion on me. So we got a bunch of people watching. Nobody's saying nothing. Smeggy's in here joining us. There's links out there to Patreons. There's links out there to channel members. All you got to do is go to the community tab or go to Patreon. There's a link right there. Does Patreon send links like when I post that? It sends you an email if you have it set up that way, I guess. So possibly check your email depending on how you have your Patreon set up. I guess what I'll do, since nobody's saying nothing, is I'm going to zoom in on some of these patches. And one of the reasons I like patches is we can use them as a vector. We can use them as a catalyst for conversations and featuring their different projects and stuff. So let's take a look at some of these patches. So if anybody grabs something from the store while we're live, of course, you'll get an opportunity to grab some free patches. If you have already purchased something over the last 3 days, then definitely chime in, let me know. We'll zoom back out and roll, or let you just grab your free patch, depending on how it lays out. And then if you have any questions, of course, feel free to leave them in there as well. We are watching this live. This whole portion of the screen over here is the comments, and we're watching them live. So thanks for joining us. So this first one is a Gun Owners of America. And like I said, one of my reasons for doing this is that I get to now talk about all these different patches, the patches themselves and the organizations and that they represent, who created them, and then maybe even the events and stuff that they came from. Roy is saying, when is the official patch trading day? He ordered 2 of the random trade packs. Okay, right on. I didn't even pay attention to what people were ordering. So, well, Smeggy has patches. I pretty much sent out everybody's trade packs. And then there was one person, Fett, Honcho Fett, who had bought one, but he never showed up to a Sunday patch trade. So I just refunded his purchase. But that's a good question. We can do it right now if you want. You're welcome. If you want to bust them open and here live, we can show everybody. Smeggy's here. He could potentially trade with you. Any Patreon, any channel member has a chance to jump in. I can hold 12 people in here. So we could get a patch swap thing going. But we could also wait until next week. So let's talk about that for a second. I'm going to open up a calendar so I can kind of get a perception of how what we got for weekends this week. So this is Sunday, and it's the 1st of the year and of the month. So that means that next weekend is the 7th and 8th. The weekend after that is the 14th and 15th, which is essentially travel or dead for SHOT Show, or at least, off the calendar. 21 and 22 is essentially off the calendar because you're coming back or dealing with SHOT Show also. So the 29th or 28th and 29th is a potential for doing the swap. And then the 14th and 15th. So either the day before, or the 7th and 8th, next weekend. We can either do the swap next weekend, raw, and just where we got right now, or wait till the end of the month and have whatever happened at SHOT Show happen at SHOT Show. I'm going to say let's default to the end of the month and see what happens at SHOT Show. That'll give me a week to swim through all the patches that hopefully get found at SHOT Show. And then we can have a real patch swap like no one's ever seen before. Plus, I can also potentially chat with people at SHOT Show and get them all interested in having a real patch swap. So I think we're going to hold the patch. If it's okay, if you would rather do it now, feel free to let me know, and we will definitely bust them open. I can alternatively, or additionally, however you want to look at it, I can also just put the patch things in your envelope and ship them to you. That's up to you completely. I just didn't have a chance to ask that to Fett. He hadn't been in any of the live chats or anything, so I just didn't want to assume nothing and just refund his money. But since you're here, we can either bust it open live right now, and then you can trade or not. Have them here. Then the thing is, if you bust them open now, I can hold them onto them if you want. I do have a container here that has some of the leftover patch stuff and stuff for the patch buyback and whatnot. So I can hold on to them. So we can bust them open and hold on to them. Okay, so you'd rather wait until the end of the month? All right, I'll quit talking about that then. And then Krabby's saying, set a date. We can send in pictures of our patches to trade or jump on live and share. Yeah, I like that whole idea. So feel free to, in the meantime, we're gonna put a date in the, actually, I'll just create it. Let's see how we do this. So we're gonna just do this kind of stuff live. We go over to the duck head and you click on the duck head. Oh, wait, no. Right click on the duck head. Oh, come on. Are you serious? We have to open up a new duck head. How stupid is that? So we're going to open up a new duck head. And it'll go, what do you want to do? I'm going to say create, of course. We're going to create a live stream, and it's going to be on the big channel, and it'll be on the gear channel. And do we shove it off to Twitch, who now has bots, or Twitter? Let's put it to Twitter. And this will be the 2023 patch swap, right? The first patch swap. And then I'll put some more notes in here later, but I'll say something like your websites, I guess. And we'll call it a live patch swap. All right, and then we'll schedule that for later, and that will be, let's first go grab a thumbnail for this. I've been using Canva. You ever used Canva? Anybody ever used Canva before? When you go to Canva, it's a website project, website tool, or whatever you want to call it, and you can come in here and grab one of your old ones. We'll take the one from today, this one, and we'll create a new copy of it. And we'll take that copy and rename it to patch swap, I guess, 2023. All right, patch swap 01. And then put some minuses in there so it's easier to see. All right, now that's a new file. We get rid of the puppy. Nobody likes to see puppy in there. Got the patch up here. We get rid of this because it's not appropriate anymore. Let's change that background color to something different. Let's make the patch swap this kind of green color. That makes the background kind of dumb. So let's go to a gray background. Ooh, that's not good. So go to this darker background. I don't know if I'm gonna like that either. So go to here and choose something that's like a lighter gray without being too gray. All right, try that. And we've already uploaded a bunch of different things. So I'm going to look for the first patch I find that isn't that other patch that we just deleted. Oh, wait, look at this. Here's a big patch wall. And this is, I don't remember whose this is, but hopefully they won't. Oh, this is Barbecue's. I don't think Barbecue will mind if we make his patch wall super big. And then I have to zoom out because I'm going to crop it down to the background size. And then this way it looks like it's in the background if you right click and send it backwards and then fade it out a bit. And maybe move that in. And just kind of make it fit into that background. And then I'm also going to go to that background again, make it white, so it's less dark back there. And we'll fade it out even more. And that gives us that gray spot in the middle here actually to type something. So for now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to download that. That's how fast it is to make a thumbnail. I could have grabbed all kinds of different elements. Like let's say I wanted a Thompson on there or a Mac 10. Oops, a Mac 10. Get rid of that Thompson. And then I could just save this as a different file and then have a bunch of different ones. So now that we've downloaded it, we can just upload it for now. A lot of times what I'll do is instead of just uploading, I'll upload by editing and then go to the text thing here, which I just like the look of better, and type in patch swap. You can adjust the type and everything however you might want with the different font, big fat font, for example. Change it to a different color. We'll use black for now, and then we'll copy this and we'll make it, put an enter there and then copy it. We'll make it like that and then make it much bigger. Maybe do that and maybe do a little bit of this and then go back and do the same thing with a paste. Let's make that a brighter color like a blue and then just set that right on top. One of the things that's neat on this particular one is if you do this, then you can make it much thicker. Bring it down. And that's a way to get some shadow back there without having a shadow option on the junky editor. All right, so then save that. And something on some place that you can find it. We'll stick it next to the puppy pictures from earlier today. And then get rid of all this and grab it and put it in there as the thumbnail. And now this show, no, that took a minute to get the thumbnail. What time of day should we do the patch swap since we're going to do it on a Sunday, the 29th? What time's a good time? We did this one at 3 p.m. Is this a good time or a bad time? I can always change this. Right now I'm going to set it for 3 p.m., which will make it 5 p.m. on the East Coast. So if this is a bad time, let me know. But now at least it's in there. as a thumb holder, or what do you call it, placeholder, and people can point to it and have it on their list of things that's coming. Let's see. We got a bunch of patches in the buyback. Lakeview said he only has the patches. Roll call sent him. Maybe send him a set. Just an idea. Well, we're sending those to kids, so I'm not sure if we want to start changing it to just people that wish they had patches or whatever, unless that's some kid. Then let me know. But we're trying to addict new patch addicts to the whole thing, not just help old junkies. Old junkies are supposed to go out and by any means necessary get more money to what do you call it? Dang it! What do you call your fix?
Feed their habit.
Feed their habit. Yeah, they're supposed to be going out and doing all kinds of stuff to feed their habit. So let's talk about the patches. So I kind of took a tangent there to set up the patch swap for later in the month, but what I was about to do is kind of zoom out again. We've got these 60 patches, and we've only been going for 46 minutes. Barbecue has something coming to him, so he needs to pick a patch out of this thing, which I have not posted to Instagram, so it's going to be a challenge for him. I'll leave it here. Let's see. And then, but he's got a patch coming to him. He can just go ahead and pick it. Oh, Smeggy's got to jump out. Thanks again for jumping in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But thanks for having me. I didn't want to interrupt, but since you called it out, yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for all the free goodies and whatnot.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for helping out. And thanks for joining in because, it's kind of, I don't know, some people are good at just sitting here talking or whatever, but it's always better to have somebody in, I think, to just fill some of the dead air when I'm clicking on stuff and dinking around. All right, so with that, barbecue is hopefully looking at the screen. I think I've got it. Oh, you know what I can do? There you go. That's a little bit larger. But I'm about to zoom in. So if you want, I'll just narrate what the patches are. So we're looking at 60 patches, and this is an evolved set since Friday. A bunch of people, there must be about 20 of them in the packages by now. If there's 14 packages, and there's probably at least one in each. Some of them have 2 or 3 even. So imagine there's probably a couple of dozen that have come out. Barbecue is saying, is that Spider-Man still available? We're talking about the little Spider-Man on a shield thing. Yeah. So let me go grab that if there's a coin behind it. Where do you think coming over here? Where do you think I'm going? I don't know if Puppy has to go out again because he keeps getting up and chasing me into the other room. Oh no, now he just stayed in there. There you go. There. Oh, I don't have the camera. There is the Spider-Man is still out there, or was still out there. So you got that Spider-Man. It's actually Spider-Man holding a Glock, so you're gonna have to deal with that. Let's see. But I am still going to. Barbecue. Maybe the last one I look at. Oh, there's barbecues. Barbecue. It's backwards. That's why. The major's backwards. Sorry. So it was looking the other way. All right. So now I'm going to zoom in. Feel free to keep chatting, but I'm going to zoom into the image here and talk about some of these patches. What I was trying to say a couple of times and let myself get caught in a tangent there is these kind of projects, these thank yous and these free patch Friday, grab your free patch type of things are an opportunity to talk about these patches. I don't go get patches from people I think are a-holes or people I don't like. I get patches to support great people, to create support projects, and then to support organizations. And I also get a bunch of free ones. So when we go to SHOT Show or different places, people trade me, I buy them. Sometimes I buy them, but a lot of times we get them for free too. So this one is a free one. This one is from Gun Owners of America at SHOT Show this year. It's Gun Owners of America. I don't know what it says. Something about hunters. Honestly, I'm a little bit frustrated with that one. I don't know if I feel like they don't need to be overreaching. They got enough stuff to be worried about. They don't need to be worried about hunting. I don't know if Gun Owners of America is trying to compete with NRA with that, but come on. Anyway, that's one of their patches. It's actually a really nice patch. It's green, which is cool. It's got orange in it. I mean, the patch itself is pretty awesome. What they do, I don't understand, but the patch is cool. And it was kind of a surprise. I didn't even know they had that division or whatever. Speaking of orange, there's an orange Allen Anchor logo patch, which I probably shouldn't have out there. I should probably just keep. This one is, I don't remember anymore. Somebody will know, which I guess I do. If I go over to my cheat sheet, which is our 2020 catalog, which is a list of all of our different patches up till 2020, which isn't all of them, but it's a bunch of them. And this will kind of tell you what is going on. So it looks like I still don't know. I guess I didn't put it in the catalog which one is which. Lame. So I can't remember which one had the, was it the 19 or 20 that has the white border? Anyway, the white border one I think doesn't glow, right? There's two of these. One has the white border and one doesn't. I think the white border does not glow, and then the other one does glow. Pretty sure. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. This one is anyway. So that's a patch that we had made up for the 2019 rally, and nobody owns this image, and nobody was making patches, and everybody was sitting around sucking their thumbs about it. So I was like, well, okay, we'll make some patches, fine. And I think they were the free patch for the 2020 patch that nobody knew was coming. Oh no, we included this in the 2020 patch. Nobody knew it was coming, and then the other one was available on the store, I think, to help raise funds to get to the rally. So patches can be fundraising, and patches can be commemorative, and they can be like trading fodder. If you get a couple of them to support a project, now you've got trading fodder. So this one is a 511 patch, PVC. It's kind of like a van. It's a new, modern, goofy-looking van, but it's the closest thing to a van patch I could find that isn't one of mine. And it's tiny, but it was at the 511 store. From what I understand, the 511 does a patch of the month, and they'll go out to all the stores, and then they decide some patches suck, and they sell them for like $2 or $3. So this was one of those. I got this for like $2 or $3 at a 511 store. A whole bunch of them. I bought whenever I find them for $2 or $3. I usually just buy them and put them in the free Patch Friday stuff if they're cool. Sometimes they're not that cool. I think a bunch of them have gone out though. I've had quite a few of the 511 patches that whenever I stop at a 511 store, I only go there to look at the patches really, and then find those cheap ones. So then we've got Katie, the No Other Choice. This is the Truth pistol. Pistol that he had a collaboration of a bunch of people help with to commemorate his projects and the awareness and Second Amendment. It's kind of a bunch of different things, and it's in a case, and he brought together a bunch of different people, manufacturers, suppliers to make these happen, and I'm assuming they're gone by now. That was quite a while ago, and that was another of the 2020 patch batch designs. The largest pistol patch that we've done so far, we took a picture of the pistol that he had posted someplace, and then made a cartoon of it, an illustration, and then took that illustration, sent it over to the patch people, and worked with them to turn certain elements of it into kind of a realistic, this is a horrible picture of it, but a realistic version of a fairly large patch. Then it's the new FU Media, one that we cannot sell. Barbecue just placed another order. Well, guess what? That's another pick-a-patch and another random pick-a-patch. So keep paying attention here. So this one is the new FU Media. We can't sell these, but we can give them away. This one is our third in a series. The first one looked just like it, except it didn't glow in the dark. This one does glow in the dark. We also made a yellow version for yellow journalism. And then this is, I don't know what it says, Angst Arms or Agnixt Arms. It's kind of a blue neon Miami one. This is the Spider-Man one that Barbecue already has. This is the Flood one that we can't sell, that exists. You'll get one of them if you buy something. Then we got Guns and Gadgets. Whenever we did the 2020 patch batch, he was involved, and we made that one for them. We got the AZ Firearms. We mentioned that one already. The auction place, Pot of Gold Auctions up in Phoenix. That's a patch we had made for when they still had the gun shop. We made that one in 2020 also. A FUD patch from Clover, the Hold My Guns organization. This one is gone, and I replaced it with something, and I don't remember. Or no, I didn't replace it yet. So that one's just off the table. I guess I'm not replacing it anymore. Then we've got the little gnome holding a rifle. That's a embroidered, that's a woven patch. It's a really tiny little patch. Then you've got a Drunken Tabletop Gaming. It's two types of like battle people having beer, drinking beer in an old tavern. Really detailed. This one says Civil Matter, and it's some kind of a red button or something. It's a really thick, heavy patch. A lot of rubber in that one. I think it's from Allen Anchor. Green Beret Foundation, organization that supports the Green Berets, their families, and their descendants. We got the second 2A4E, the 2019 patch batch version of the Tony Simons patch, the little tiny one. I accidentally made it tiny. I feel like an idiot. Then we've got the one from SWAT that says Tapped That, original SWAT. This one looks like Metallica, but it says America, and it's tiny, very, very tiny. We were talking about that earlier. This one is the Red October Kalashnikov Championship. I got a bunch of those cheap for Black Friday. Ghost Tactical, also from the 2019 patch batch. That ghost glows, by the way. This is a ghost patch, so 80% of the patch. You got a Surgeon rifles, son of a rifle, bolt-action rifle patch. TSAS, some kind of gun. A Mozambique flag, only flag with a AK-47 on the flag, and pretty easy to recognize, and it's a pretty detailed patch for being a little tiny one. This was a hat or some other patch that I took apart and just cut the eagle out of it and sewed it into a patch from Gun Owners of America, the Minuteman Moment. A bunch of patches from I got from SHOT Show last year, or this year, last year. I could say last year again. Then 2A4E, the real size diversity shoot patch, the way it's supposed to have been done the first year, and I screwed it up. We've got the SHOT Show dog tag thing. It's actually a set of, they look like dog tags, but they're made out of rubber. And one of them says SHOT Show 2022. And the other one says the name of the company that made them, some kind of distributing or something. Then we've got the Suck It Up, I think. I forget what the name of it is, but it's from OG Pumpkin, Ranger from Southern California, and doing all kinds of great work. And this is a patch that he made up of the cartoon of Cab Calloway doing his little dance, and it's kind of a neat cartoon that a lot of people dig. The kids love them these days, and 400 people have gotten that tattoo. They did one run of patches last year or the year before, I forget, and I grabbed a bunch, and that's probably the last one out of that pile. Probably should keep it. A lot of these, when I say I'm probably going to keep it, will mean that I'm going to take them off the table and not keep offering them for free. I mean, I do this so that I can talk about these organizations, but if I buy 5 and I keep 1 and put 4 out there, at some point I'm like, I better keep 2. So I'll keep that second one. If I'm assuming I kept the first one, I have to go through one of these days, I'll go through my patch collection and make sure that I don't have unnecessary duplicates and that I actually have kept stuff because I'll often think, oh, I'm going to keep one of them, and then I forget to do it. That's annoying sometimes. Anyway, so we got another Red October Kalashnikov Challenge these are from Rifle Dynamics. They're silk screened, so I think they're just printed on a card blank, but it makes them inexpensive and very highly detailed. They're kind of neat, although they're also commodity patches. They're very inexpensive, although they commemorate an event, so they're actually pretty neat. But again, it's a tough. They're weird, and I got them for little money, so those are kind of cool in lots of different ways. Speaking of getting them for free, we got a whole bunch of these from SHOT Show. They were handing these things out by the handfuls because they were SHOT Show 2021, which never happened. and then they showed up in 2022 with this patch. So I thought it was cool. But I don't know if you think that's cool or not. But anyway, I have a couple of these left. That's one of them. They're kind of pink and white too, so you don't get too many pink SHOT Show patches. This one, and for a SHOT Show that never happened, the only SHOT Show that never actually happened. All right, Puppy's coming up here. He's being weird, so he's coming back up here. He's getting older, so he doesn't need to be around every time he doesn't need to be a co-host every time we go live, but he got bored, I guess, so he's sitting up here now. I guess I can turn this camera off at this point. Nobody wants to see that puppy. Oops, that's the mute. Next up, I forget who made these, but it was another, I don't think they were boots. Maybe it was another boot company. Anyway, it's a skeleton hand holding a karambit knife. It's kind of neat. It's pretty big too. Come and make me. You can buy these off of Glau and Anchor, but you can also get one for free right now. No one is coming. It's just us. I don't even know what that is, but it's a riot helmet, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. We've got this one from Thompson that says Auto Ordnance, and there's a silhouette of a Tommy gun on it, and it's in an octagon shape. Is that an octagon? No, it's not an octagon. That's a, whatever the heck, hexagon is, I guess. It's a hexagon. So anyway, with that shape, though, is pretty cool. I think, how cool would it be to have a bunch of patches with this exact shape so that you could tile them? I think that would be neat. G23 is saying he wants to come and make me. I don't know if Barbecue has asked for his yet. So unless you guys are going to fight over that one, no problem. Next is an Aero Precision AR lower patch in pink. They do these every year at SHOT Show. Or no, they don't. They did this year at SHOT Show. They did a different one each day. A different colored lower in different colors or whatever each day. I only got this one, I think. Unless I got a couple others in my collection, which I don't remember, and I don't think I did. So anyway, they were over by Keltec, and I just didn't see that they were over there until like the third day, and then I knew they were there, and they were just paying me to walk over there, so I never walked over there and got more. And I think I traded somebody for a couple. That's why I had a couple of them, but I don't know. So Aero Precision, I know a lot of people like those. It's lasted through, considering the amount of people that like Aero Precision, that thing has lasted through a lot of patch buyback or patch. What am I calling this? Pick your free patches. Okay, so with that, this one's a Hug-a-Fud, Clover's 2020 patch batch, and this was the replacement one. He originally did them in orange, so there's very few orange ones, and then that's the green one. There's the Minuteman Moment, another one. I just had two of those on the table, I guess. And that does a SHOT Show. This one is Bigfoot Holsters. I don't remember where I got that one. Bigfoot wearing a bunch of makeup, I guess. This one is Rifle Dynamics, and it is a girl in a martini glass with a skull on it. And then she's like an e-girl holding a rifle and a magazine, an AK and a magazine. And then it's got dice behind her and 4 cards that say AK-47. So it's all about Vegas and, girls. Then we've got the Arizona Citizens Defense League patch that we made up for them. Pretty sure this is the 2016 version of it. This is Flying Rich's Squadron patch, I think. A bunch of airplanes that it's number of times he's crashed his airplanes. Then we got a Liberty doll, also in the 2020 patch batch. This is some kind of a wrestler holding Glocks, or maybe H&Ks. I don't know what it is. Some kind of cartoon wrestler. But that was a series. The Spider-Man, the guy from South Park, and some other one that I didn't get. I almost always never get these because I forget about them and they're right in the middle. And for some reason, I never get the stuff right in the middle. Don't Tread on Me is someone I think I traded. Oh, man. I think I got this. I know I got it from somebody, like in a book. And it was a couple of times I've come across people at gun shows who are selling patches. And I go, hey, do you sell them wholesale? And some of these people buy these patches for $1. The ones that are boring, all the lame ones that you see everywhere, are usually $1. That's why everybody's got them everywhere. So the first person that buys them, they're $1. They can sell them for $2 and make 100% profit. And people do that all the time. So if you see somebody with a ton of patches at a gun show, like all the lame ones, Go up to them and go, hey, what happens if I buy 20 of them? And they might say they're $3. So now you, for $60, you got 20 patches. And I think that's what I did here. But I just don't remember if it was at Wanamaker one time I did that. I've done that in Phoenix more than once. So I just don't remember which time. But it was, I'm pretty sure it's one of those where I just rebought wholesale ones and they're still super cheap. And then I put them in my Free Patch Friday stuff so that there's some variety in there. G23 is saying he's got some patches I might want. Well, there's a lot of patches I want, so I'm down for trading. Let's see. So now we got an Angry Sarge. Here's the deal. There's 2 different Angry Sarge ones. And, oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure I kept the glowing one. So I'm almost positive this is the not glowing one. But he's got a glowing one and a not glowing one. I bought both, and I'm pretty sure that's the not glowing one. This is the Wheeled and Well Armed channel. This was the original before he upgraded the image to have a pistol and some other stuff. So this is the original. He sent me a bunch, and I keep them on the panel. And I still have a couple, so that might not be the last one. I'm not sure. This one is No Other Choice. With instead of the Truth pistol, he did the logo. He's got a red one, and then he's out of those. At least last time I bought some, and I bought some of these last January. I think. I bought these probably mid-year to say thanks for what he's doing. He helped us get to SHOT Show last year, so got a couple of these have already gone. So that might be the last one. It might not be the last one. This is from the Philosopher, a libertarian content creator who I follow on the Instagram, and every once in a while she does patches as a fundraiser type of thing, and I like to encourage fundraising for projects because subscriptions to projects allow us to do real stuff instead of pandering or exploiting, which I'm not a big fan of. So she did patches as a fundraiser, and they're well made and they're interesting. They're not just like the same old thing. They have a message, and I'm pretty sure they're made here. Like they're probably being. It seems to me like she knows somebody who's making them. That's just my impression. So that means they're not just coming from some random warehouse or something, or patch factory. So anyway, it says shall not be infringed, and I think it's a Scorpion, but I really don't know. Some kind of a 9mm gun that nobody should own. Anyway, that's a cool one, and like I say, so a lot of these I get for free, and a lot of them I pay for. That's definitely one that supported her projects at some point. I think I got that one 2 or 3 years ago. This next one is pretty sure this one's from Allen Anchor, and it might have been like a free when I do some of their grab bags and their blemish stuff. If you buy a bunch of stuff from Allen Anchor, they'll eventually give you a bunch of free stuff. So I'm pretty sure that was one of those. But they've also given me stuff to give away, so I don't want to assume it's definitely from Allen Anchor. I just don't remember where I got it. Next is from Megaton Morale. This one says Liberty. I think it was like a play on the Wonder Bread logo, but it says Liberty. And then the next one is from 511 also. I traded this one at SHOT Show from some guy that was walking around, and he's like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, oh, that one says Texas. I'll take that one. So it says San Antonio, and it's in the shape of Texas. This is a picture of barbecue carrying 2 big revolvers around. This one does not have Velcro on. This one is in an orange bag, and it is a pretty kind of a medium-sized knife that looks kind of like a cleaver. I don't know why I didn't take it out of the bag. I keep forgetting to. And then, what do you want? Which one do you want? I will post a picture to my community tab. Come and make me is okay. Okay, well, we got, when you order the DGS, it comes with this one already. So you got that, no problem. And then you wanted the come and make me, so you got that one coming to you. Now you got that coming to you. And then Barbecue still has to tell me which one he wants. All he said is, oh, snap. I guess he's still watching or listening to the descriptions here. So this orange bag is a knife patch from Top Knives, and they're just awesome. They put their patches in these orange bags. They're not awesome because you can't see what's in there, but it is awesome when you get them at SHOT Show because you don't know what's in there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like Halloween. Let's see. Yeah, so both of those are available. Then we got the Captain Caveman wearing nods and holding a crink and saying ooga booga. So Captain Caveman is a cartoon from back in the day. And then you've got Megaton Morale again with their, I kind of think of Mount Rushmore with the Don't Tread on Me flag flying above it. That one's woven, very high quality patch. And then lastly and leastly, the one that nobody wants and it's lame, the $9 9mm patches that I got from 511 for 9 cents because nobody likes 9mm, everybody hates it. So there's a giant 9mm patch down there. Now here's the deal. Barbecue is saying the Hold My Guns patch is gone or the Clover patch question mark. Both of those are there. Wait, no, they're not. Yeah, you're right. The Clover patch went to She Fires, so the Hold My Guns is there. Is that the one you want? And then the pink lower, we'll just give you the pink lower then. The heart logo is a take on the Hostess cakes. Oh, Hostess? Okay, thank you. So I'm going to go grab barbecue. Hold My Guns. Get enough. Well, let's bring this over so that everything can be completely verified. Nobody can claim any kind of craziness. Here is the co-host inspector, the Hold My Guns PVC patch. I'm guessing made in, well, I don't know where that was made. And then an Aero Precision pink patch. He's not interested in it. Barbecues was, I'm going to put it all in one bag. I'm assuming you don't mind about that. And then there they go. Boom. Barbecue is a 10 plus, but barbecue might be in competition for the most purchases at the Gear website store. So not even a problem. Thank you very much for supporting our store over the years. And I know you enjoy the patches, so I hope you have fun with them. All right. And then we're in about an hour and 12. I've accomplished going through all the patches on the board and describing them. Again, thanks to the people that let us get patches for cheap or free, like Alan Anchor and like, I can't think of Rifle Dynamics in Vegas. I got a bunch of them from Rifle Dynamics this year. Where else did we get cheap ones? I guess it's cheap if we make the patches for people. I don't really make money when I make patches for people. I don't make patches for everybody because I'm not in the patch business, but I have made patches for people before. So some of these are from runs that we ran for people. And here's how it works. If you do a run of patches, and let's say you want 100 of them, the place is usually going to give you somewhere between like 95 and 105. Now you hope that they're not going to give you 95. It's always nice to get 105 instead of 100. And if you've got a relationship with a manufacturer after some time, they're almost always going to give you somewhere between 105 and 110, because what if something's wrong with one? And they want to keep you happy because you got a good relationship with them. So what happens is, let's say you do a run of 100 or 200 or 10 or whatever the number of patches you're doing for somebody, the factory will usually give you a couple of more. And then that way, as you go through, you can make sure that nothing's goofy or bad or a quality control issue. And what I'll do is I'll look through, and if there are bad ones like that, then grab the bad ones and hold them back. And that's where I have some of these. So they're like blemishes. They're like the ones that maybe the sewing didn't go all the way around or something. So they're not bad, but they're not the cream of the crop. So some of them are free that way, I guess. And then most of the others, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think I did trade Rich for that one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these were purchased, and whatever I said before were trades, and then or free, I guess, and then a bunch of them, the rest of them were from SHOT or other shows where they're handing them out or giving them out. Or I don't think any came from. Every once in a while, an organization will do something where they're like, "Hey, we got new patches, and first people that like the first 100 or the first 10 or whatever the number is will be free, or the first 10 orders from the store will come with a free patch." So every once in a while, that's another way to get a patch for free. Oh, you know how I got one like that? Has anybody gotten that green magazine from US Palm? There was a free patch in there. Well, I don't know if it's free, but there's a patch in there. Oh, it says this whole time I've been poking around on the screen, and I guess you're just looking at that dog. All right. The first two arrow lower patches comes in a patch. My first arrow lower comes in a patch form. Oh, now we get it. I got you. Ron saying, been a year. Yeah, welcome back. It's good to see you. I haven't seen a lot of people for a year. Let's see. Guns Barbecue saying I'll be posting a new reel for print on demand shirts after this. Right on. Thanks, man. So, yeah, this is, I'm going to wrap it up. And there was a couple of people that haven't jumped in yesterday or today. Let me refresh the page. I don't think, except for you guys ordering today, I don't want to skip anybody, but I don't think any. That's weird. Oh, that doesn't happen. Usually I got this little yellow thing to tell me which ones are new, but all of them are new right now. So yeah, no new orders have come in other than G23 and barbecue. So thanks again for those. But yeah, for the rest of the day till the end of the night or to the end of the day, there's codes still available for the Patreons and for channel members. If you happen to be watching this and or get the, well, if you're watching this in the future and it's still today, feel free. If you miss it for some reason, we're not trying to screw anybody out of anything. So if you're a Patreon or a channel member and for whatever reason you're busy this weekend, weren't able to catch the sale, let me know. We'll turn the sale back on for you and we'll still get your patches. Otherwise, we'll at the end of today, I'll take these patches, put them back into the mix for the Free Patch Friday stuff. Probably, unless something suddenly comes up, I will more than likely just kind of count them out into groups of 5, I think we were doing, and then put those into more patch swap random packs and have those kind of in reserve for when we start patch swapping later in the month. Otherwise, stay tuned. We're going to be doing another live here in a couple of hours where we're going to be doing a new project over on the gear website side, working on different various projects, 3D printing and 3D software and sewing projects and stuff like that. With that, we'll save this file on the computer someplace. Oh, look, there's some pictures of the puppy. And then, just in case I need this for something, we'll close out of that. We will make sure that I'm not missing any comments. If I am, feel free to chime in there. There's a bunch of people watching if I'm missing anything. C-Mill Zero showed up. Good afternoon, Gunpowder Beauty. I don't know if I said hey to Gunpowder Beauty out there. And Krabby Turtle, of course. All right, with that, we'll say again, thanks to Sveggy for joining us tonight. And we'll be back to pick you up later.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Oh, there's Bending. Good afternoon. Just ending. And thanks again, Richard, for joining us. I'll take this fat mushroom burrito. It's time for somebody to eat some more food. He's been a good boy today, and time for him to wake him up, give him some more foods.